Anthony Slater here in downtown Houston, the Toyota Center. Courtside club behind me, court is in front of me. Cleanup crew right now going around the stands. A few hours ago, the Thunder played in here, lost to the Rockets 118-100. And you know, it's a really big win for Houston. They're now one game back of the 8th seed, but you know, they're kind of trying to climb back into playoff contention in what has really kind of been a disaster season for them. For the Thunder, they're locked into the 3 seed. This isn't a bad loss as far as positioning or seeding goes. But, you know, this to me was really their final test potentially of the season, because I think they may rest guys in Portland this week, and I think they definitely will rest guys on the final game of the season in San Antonio. So this might be the last time before the playoffs we get to see a full Thunder team go against another team that's like, you know, kind of playing with that playoff level type intensity before the playoffs start. And, you know, you saw some good things from the Thunder. Westbrook and Durant really for 3.5 quarters were their usual selves. I thought Serge Ibaka made a couple, you know, encouraging plays, you know, with the passing, and he had a post up on James Harden. But the same issues that have plagued this team a lot of the season came back. Well, number one, turnovers, 21 of them for the Thunder, 8 for Westbrook, 6 for Durant. And then the late game offensive issues where turnovers were part of that. The Thunder were outscored 23-10, I believe, in the final, like 430 or 550, something like that. You know, and it was just kind of disorganized offense where they had a shot clock violation at one point. Dion Waiters didn't know the time was running down. They were pretty slow to get into their set. Durant had a bad pass turnover. He also, you know, completely overshot a 3. So it's just, you know, similar type problems that have really showed up all season. And now that I don't think they're going to be tested into the playoffs, they're just going to have to go into the playoffs and hope, you know, these things are fixed. But, you know, here's Donovan, Durant, Westbrook postgame. You know, kind of have your fourth quarter issues reappear today. What happened late?
Yeah, I think James Harden's what happened late. You know, we were up, I think, by 5 or 6 there, and I think he came down and made back-to-back threes, and the lead kind of diminished. And I think we had maybe a 3-minute period there where we didn't score. But you know, besides even that, I think one of the concerns, one of the things we had talked about, a few of the things we had talked about was, you know, one, because of the amount of threes they take, there's going to be a lot of long rebounds, and I thought we gave up entirely too many offensive rebounds. It was 22. I think because of the way they play defensively in terms of being very, very active and aggressive, we need to take care of the ball, and I think the turnovers really hurt us. So, you know, I think that was really predominantly something that we were challenged with all game.
Specifically, you know, you mentioned Harden, but the offense late, a shot clock violation, some of the turnovers. Where was the issues there?
Well, certainly we got to have better awareness. I think there was a foul or a kickball, or we took it out on the side with 14, and you know, we needed to recognize the clock, and we didn't recognize it. You know, I think we went through a period we didn't score. I thought actually our ball movement was good. I think we found something in terms of their aggressiveness that, you know, got us the lead where we got the ball into the middle of the floor. We made some extra passes, but you know, really what it came down to was the turnovers hurt us. I thought some offensive rebounds hurt us, and then I think that we had, you know, some looks that we didn't make enough shots to call it like it is.
ABC had a stat today that was you guys are like plus 200 in the first quarter, plus 200 second, third, but then you're negative in the fourth quarter. As the playoffs near and you know you're going to have to be in a lot of close games, how concerning is that?
Well, I mean, I think it's still something that we've got to get better in, but I think if you look at it, it goes back to, I think, the same things that we've got to fix and we've got to resolve is, you know, one, it's late turnovers in the fourth quarter. You know, we've had some turnovers that have hurt us. I think the other thing too is being able to rebound the basketball at a really, really high rate, not give up second chance points. Okay. And then I think from an offensive standpoint is just generating and creating shots through some movement. I think that's something that we've got to continue to grow and get better at right now. But, you know, I think in the fourth quarter when you're, you know, I guess I look at it maybe a little bit differently. I know what the stats say, but, you know, like from my perspective, you know, a 6-point game with 6 minutes to go in the NBA with, you know, 20-something possessions left, a lot of things are going to happen. And again, you know, we were up 6 there, and I think Harden made back-to-back threes, and the game was tied on 2 possessions. So it's only really a 2-possession game. But I think to your point, we've got to be able to eliminate and take away opportunities for teams that can go on some runs. And how you go on runs is you foul too much, You don't defend the three-point line, transition defense, turnovers. It's general cause run, and we've got to be able to resolve those things.
Defensively, we were great. They shot 40% from the field. Can you back up a little bit? They shot 40% from the field, but they shot 20 more shots than us. They got more chances at the basket from 22 offensive rebounds, and we had 19 turnovers. So yeah, but defensively we were good. Half court they really couldn't score on us, but they got second chance points. You give any team in this league second chance points. There's a chance they might make the game. So. But for the most part, defensively, we were pretty good. But just the small stuff we got to be better at.
You mentioned the 22 offensive rebounds. Is that not boxing out, not enough energy? What was it?
No, it was not. We had good energy all night. If we didn't, we'd lost by more. But long rebounds. Sometimes we run into the paint when the ball's most likely going to land by the free throw line or outside the college 3 line, outside the key. So sometimes it was a bunch of long rebounds. But we're playing a team that shoot a lot of threes. We got to be conscious of that.
How do you think you guys match up so well with them? In the sense, like most of your games are really close. In a sense.
James Harden gets to the free throw line a lot. He put a lot of pressure on your defense by driving. And tonight they made some shots from the 3-point line. We held them to 40% shooting. Like I said, they shot 20 more shots than us. Most of the time, when you shoot more shots, you get more opportunity to score, and they beat us in that area.
So at the crunch time, at the last moment, so you wanted a pass, but it directly stolen by Harden. Can you describe by that moment?
Yeah, we ran a hammer play, and he just roams around. He don't really guard his man. He just roams, especially against us. He just sit in the paint and just roam and try to look for steals. And he just sat there and played our play, and good steal.
5 games left in the regular season. What do you want to improve on the most as you get into the playoff run?
Just like who we are. We're playing good defense. We gotta correct some things. Like tonight, that won't happen every game. Giving up 22 offensive rebounds. We might turn the ball over, but offensive rebounds is what killed us. So, we had games where we might give up 20, 18, 19 offensive rebounds, but it's not often we do that. So. We correct that area, we win this game.
You guys had a big shot
question
clock violation with less than 2 minutes left. What happened on that play? What was kind of your view of that play?
We could have got a shot off. I guess guys didn't realize what the clock was, but that's something that we can't happen. I can't really explain it.
Did a good job defensively on first shots, but he had a lot of tip hands, a lot of extra possessions. And some tough shots as well. So.
What was the stem of those issues? Why were they getting those rebounds?
I don't know. I had to look at it and see, but it'll get to me.
Fourth quarters, just kind of the same song, different verse. What are you going to guys try to do to improve on that going into the playoff run?
What do you mean?
In terms of just trying to finish for the team, what are you trying to do to improve on that going into the playoff?
I think we've been doing a great job. Honestly, I think tonight they just made some shots, but I think overall we're doing a great job of closing games out. Tonight we just didn't win the game.
I think you guys have 13 losses in the fourth. You have the lead. Can you pinpoint any one particular reason, or is it just different things?
Well, what do you consider a lead? We up 2 points. You consider that losing the lead?
You're up 6 with 6 minutes left.
I wasn't done. But I don't agree with us losing the lead. If we're up 2 points going into the fourth quarter, to me that's not losing the lead. If they make a 3, then they're up 1. To me, it doesn't make any sense. I think we've been doing a good job of playing well and closing out games, so I'm not worried about that.
So what do you think was the major reason for 19 turnovers in a single game today?
Just taking care of the ball. Got to do a better job of finding our spots, and do a better job of getting open and getting guys the ball.
What do you think is the area you guys can most improve on as you start into the playoffs?
Staying consistent. I like where our defense is. Do a better job of that. And obviously take care of the basketball and boxing.
What do you think those games are like? Not all of them, but most of them are pretty close.
They're a good team. They find ways. They put you in positions where you have to play different lineups. And tonight, they come out of the way.